Well, as it stands today, the largest indigenous group in the country has been denied a basic human right: water. ABC's Charlie Edsity reports the Navajo people have limited access to the scarce amount of water that flows in and around their reservation.
After serving 21 years as a United States Marine, Kyle Lewis recently returned to his roots in the Southwest on the Native American reservation known as the Navajo Nation, or Dinepiqueya, to those who call it home.
You travel around the world, you see a lot of different countries, you meet a lot of different people, and they talk about America being very, privileged.
Lewis says there's a strong veteran community on the reservation. Many of the Diné or Navajo people enlisting in the military to protect our country.
We have to protect our homeland, and it includes America, all of America.
But after coming back with his 3 children, Lewis couldn't help but notice the similarities between the third world countries where he was deployed and the Navajo reservation, particularly the lack of access to clean water.
I'm back here on the reservation doing the same exact thing I was doing, in the Middle East.
Lewis says those living on the reservation have to plan their days around trips to the nearest water pump just to get clean water.
35 minutes there, you fill up your tanks, and then you drive 35 minutes back. There's about an hour and a half of your time of just driving and hauling.
The Navajos hauling water for their families and livestock every day, sometimes even twice a day.
You can't leave for a few days to go on vacation. You gotta okay, who's gonna help me with water this day? If you have vehicle trouble, what's your backup plan? So it's a lot of planning and coordination.
Lewis says his family members are getting older and it's getting harder for them to haul water every single day. The solution, Lewis says, is getting water lines to these rural areas, adding that it would allow his community to do more for themselves.
I talk a lot to my aunts and I talk a lot to my uncles. They always say, I don't have time for myself. I know my grandmother's always been trying to travel and get away for the longest time.
A landmark bill introduced to Congress this year would create this critical infrastructure, which would divert water to Navajo communities. But if the bill does not pass, it's unclear whether the Navajo people will ever get access to this crucial resource.
Regardless if we get water or not, we're going to continue to live the way we live because we love our animals, we love our history, we love our culture. It's going to be a part of us forever.
To learn more, you can tune in to ABC's latest podcast, Reclaimed, the Lifeblood of Navajo Nation, which follows the history of oppression and exclusion that kept the Navajo Nation from their water. Listen right now on your favorite podcast app. Charlie Edsity, ABC News, Houston.
The Navajo Nation is the biggest indigenous group in the U.S. with over 300,000 people.